Ah, you know what they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Look at that. All that beautiful tongue and groove wood that we got from a friend who was remodeling his house. This is going to look awesome in my man cave. Now me and Mr. Ed are going to figure out how to run some of this tongue and groove on my walls. My mom helped us pull a lot of the nails and cut them off so we could go and piece them all in and make this room look really cool. So shout out to her for all her hard work.
I can do that. Yeah, I was planning sheetrock.
Yeah, I didn't want to sheetrock anything.
No, we don't sheetrock in here, we thinking about.
The man cave.
Yeah, it's a man cave.
You would.
8-inch, 2x4.
Now, if you want something to look really good, you hand it off to a pro. My dad's been working with wood since before I was a kid, so he is a perfect person to have put this wall together.
That's gonna really class up the joint.
Oh, I know.
Too classy for who it's for. Hey,
I didn't say it.
hey, you know what you need here, Isaac? This is your whiskey bottle shelf.
Oh, hey!
Now that would be
Or
cool.
beer cans,
Whiskeys.
something.
Yeah.
Make a little bracket, hold them up there and
He
set.
said he's wanting to put it up there, but that's too high.
No,
I
I
think
keeps his grandkids from out of it.
Yeah.
I'll keep the good stuff over here and the
That'd be
surplus
cute.
up there.
Yeah. Just some of the pretty bottles
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
So if you raise it up,
Yeah.
get it almost where
You're smart.
smart aleck.
Okay, where's it go?
I'll just hold by it later.
Don't even have to nail it.
Wow.
That is just too pretty. As
Hey.
Dad said, it's too pretty for who it's for.
Hey!
What I found. Look at those.
Aha! Good.
Okay. There it is. One more board.
Let me show you how to use that.
What, the tape?
Yeah.
Kinda.
I'm so glad we got this thing enclosed before the cold weather set in. I went outside to make a fire for the girls, that we can enjoy a nice fire, stay warm. Mr. Ed, he's in his element. He works so good by himself, and especially when he's got everything set there with arm's reach. He sure likes my little cordless Ryobi chop saw. It really handles a lot of things. Even though it's small, that rail feature and it not having to run a cord just makes it so handy. Here we go. Here we go. That looks good. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a nice looking corner. So while I'm at work today, Mr. Ed came over to finish that wall. But I decided to do a little pegboard right here in this corner. The compressor's gonna sit right underneath it. That way I can hang up tools out of the way. So he came over here to handle this for me. He really is good in these situations. This was some leftover pegboard that he had laying around, so he brought it over to use it on my place. It's all about repurposing and reusing. And that's what we've been trying to do a lot on this project. Plus the older wood we've been using really makes it look so good. And just like that, he put the wood on the top and the bottom. Looked out great. Okay, now it's time to throw up some plywood so we could have a backer for my pallet wall.
Head to the corner. that.
Almost like you tried to do that.
Almost.
That's good enough.
Yeah, it'll work. Okay, the studs are marked on the ceiling.
Alright.
What do you see this one? There you are,
Yeah, I'm just going to paint it brown. That dark brown we have.
yeah.
I want to paint it dark brown or black. I haven't decided yet. And it's just like that. Okay.
Okay.
Give it that good there.
There we are.
So I had some brown laying around from another project, so the sweet handy wife painted my wall brown for me.
It looks like melted chocolate. Like that looks wobbly. Okay. I guess I'm done. Almost professional. A lot of holidays because of the stupid texture. But it's going to be covered up. And lights out.
Half inch or more, huh? 3/4.
That side's almost
So this is my bench from the garage. We pulled it off the legs to bring it in here to remount it in here.
How about I put one right?
This is where I make a very bad mistake that could have gone horribly wrong.
Do you like that? For now.
I like that for now.
Okay, let me line up here.
I had it.
My fault. That's my fault. I slid it out.
No problem. Look,
I'm glad it didn't.
I'm going down about right there.
Okay.
Damn.
That's okay.
How can I slide this way? Your dad's down there.
What's he doing down there?
He's
Right there, Dad.
Okay, there's a hole here.
there, it raised it up pretty good.
Okay, right there.
Make sure you plug your chop sign.
Okay.
This is a nice room.
I'll put it right into that.
There you go. Now go pull the legs off that deal and slowly bring them in and attach them.
That's pretty.
I'm glad you didn't sand it down in there. If you get dust in there, you can sand it in here though.
But it wouldn't
Sand
have
in
the,
here,
it
though.
wouldn't have the patina that it's got in here. It's so beautiful.
That is? All it ain't?
Yep.
Okay. Now,
And the paint and the stuff.
Ruby Joe written backwards over
Yeah, ruby all the way. Oh, we need to keep that.
there. Yep.
Why is it written backwards?
She writes back. She was writing backwards. She got it right there, but she was writing backwards.
got a little high.
Yeah, I need to keep that.
Oh, look at that.
That one perfect?
On the
Yeah.
bubble.
Perfect. Look at that.
Couldn't have done it better if you tried.
No.
All right. So the grandkids are on their way, so I'm trying to hurry up and finish this little project here so I can go play Legos with the boys. So I just got to screw these legs in and I don't have to worry about it falling. So here is my pallet wall process. A lot of the pieces I had were already pulled off by my son-in-law Raul, and he gave me a bunch of pallets, and a good friend Jason gave me a bunch of pallets too. But this pallet breaker, which makes it so easy, was given to me by a good friend Joel. I've seen these on Amazon, but he had some of his guys at his work build it. and it really works well. By prying it up, it's less chance of breaking. The nails usually come out pretty simple. Every once in a while you have one that will break the board in half, but that's okay, because that's the thing about a pallet wall. You just put pieces together, and the way the final product is what really looks good. Boy, I can't wait to put this on my wall. We did a little pallet wall in our dining room, which turned out really good a couple of years ago, but I'm really excited about doing this. That way I can nail and screw anything I want to it. So Mr. Ed lined out all the wood by sizes so we could figure out which wood to use, because you want to keep the same sizes pretty much per the row. We use thicker boards in the very bottom. They're almost like 2x4s. They held the pallets together. We use them as our trim board, and then we're going to start working our way up. The handy wife's going to keep an eye on us to make sure we get it looking good, because she says make sure the ugly side's out, and I'm like, what's ugly? She helped me to figure out that the side that was nailed to the original support boards to make the pallet was the ugliest side, which will give us the best looking look we're going for in a pallet wall. You want the ugly side out, but some people like it different. That's a great thing about a pallet wall. You could lay it out the way you want it to look. And for the trim piece, we just stuck a piece of 1x, screwed it to the door frame, so each of the pieces of pallet would just slide up against it, and that would prevent us from having to come back and put trim on the edges. Watch out, Mr. Ed, you're getting too close to the camera. Ow, my head! Will you look at that? Didn't that turn out gorgeous? We'll probably later on come back and piece that in, but we're running out of time because we're ready to start on the apartment for my parents and the garage. So now we just have to finish building this bench out a little bit more and start pulling everything in here and trying to organize it so we can empty out the garage. So that's all for this video. I thank you guys for staying with us on our project. Appreciate all the support I've been getting. This has been a lot of fun, and it's such a blessing to work with my dad. So you guys take care and don't be afraid to create your own projects and have fun doing them. Stay out of trouble.